Oh my gosh. Hi folks, I'm Sumner.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Sumner, and for those of you who do know me, I'm kind of known for being into coffee. And it's really crazy right now. With COVID-19, I've never seen anything like this. I can say though, as someone that has closed down double-digit number of shops under the same name, sitting down with employees and telling them that the concept can't go on. There's not enough money to make it work. Trying to explain to customers what you're doing while being transparent, but also having a glimmer of hope is extremely hard. It is one of the most painful things that personally I've been through. I know there's other things out there that people have gone through that are much, much worse, but I feel for all of the entrepreneurs, restaurateurs, shop owners, and workers out there. So the reality is most of these shops aren't going to survive. You look at it right now, the independent shops are self-funded. They don't have retained earnings. They don't have investors that they can lean on, and bills are coming due. And with retail, the beautiful thing and the challenging thing, other than service industry or manufacturing or other things, it's a couple of things. There's not a lot of scale. You don't see a lot of small shop omni-channel retailers. You also every day have this challenge where your sales start over. You don't have those large contracts. So what are you to do? On top of that, you have very low margins, and you're locked into a location with a certain amount of fixed expenses. So what do? Do you close down? Do you go to bare bones staff? Do you try and give some of your staff hours and let go or fire the ones that you can? I think if you look across the internet right now and different things people are trying, you see a whole wide variety of solutions being proposed. I will say this though, if you didn't have online ordering or a web presence already, you're at a huge disadvantage. If you didn't have social media previously and were constantly engaging with your customers, you're going to be at a disadvantage. If you don't know who your customers are, and what I mean by that is a lot of shops, I think they know their upper echelon of customers, right? The customer that is a fan, the one that's going in there 4 or 5 times a week, they have a regular order, they're great to interact with. I think below that, you have your customers that are considered regulars. Depending on the shop, there's a certain cadence that they come in, they have a certain average dollar spend, and maybe you don't know those customers as well, but you have a rapport with them and interaction, and they are loyal to several shops. But then there is the customer that is not the transient customer, right? Not the customer just trying it out, business meeting, traveling, or so forth. But the customer that visits 2 or 3 times a month, right? That's a very good customer. It's a great spend over the course of a year. They know you, but do you know them? And I think right now a lot of shops are finding out they don't know their customers as well as they thought. They don't know their spend. They don't necessarily have the means to get in contact with them and explain their story. And when you're in that situation, now all of a sudden you're asking for a donation or money or an idea, you're in a really hard place. So those are 3 things I think are going to make it really challenging for shops. I think everyone wants an answer, not necessarily a solution, but to try something. I think there's a lot of effort being made out there, and there's not a lot of information as far as what's safe, what's the right call when you decide to shut your doors. A lot of what I've seen right now is donation based, right? Venmo, Cash App, send money, distribute it. I don't want to knock that at all. I think that is a wonderful solution, and I am so thankful that there's so many people out there that are empathetic and willing to give. And the fact is, people need to eat, and people need money now, so that helps. I think the challenge with that, though, is it's twofold. It's not sustainable, and it's an immediate fix, which is great. But the challenge is it doesn't put money back in to the economy, right? If you give someone money and they have an immediate bill or need, a lot of times that dollar is not going to recirculate. The other part with that is I don't think it creates hope, right? As a donation that is empathetic, it really is just a compassion gift. So for the shop owners there, yes, we need to take care of the baristas, the servers, the bartenders, and so forth. But if something doesn't happen, those shops aren't going to be there for them to go back to. So I do like some of the creativity I'm seeing out there. I'll share some of those things that I'm seeing. But I think the number one thing right now, while being safe, while practicing social distancing, is supporting those shops with your dollars. I'm seeing grocery stores, coffee shelves just being emptied out right now. And that's great. People are brewing at home. Coffee industry needs those beans to move because consumption is dropping. But we need those cafes to continue to sell bags, and those bags go to the roasters, and that cafe to continue buying milk, and that cafe to continue employing their staff. So what I would encourage you to do is pay it forward and buy a drink. Get those drinks to go. You're seeing a lot of shops out there sharing what they're doing, their best practices. And that is my challenge to you, is to go out there, support your local coffee shop, tell them that they're appreciated. And I think having coffee, whether to go or not, for me it's always been special. It always makes me feel somewhat normal. So stay tuned. We're going to go visit some coffee shops and pay it forward.